Kim and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making a Weight Watcher breakfast casserole. The recipe that I'm using came from slap-mom.com and I'll link that recipe down below. So I've made a couple of variations, which, I have a good friend of mine that says that a recipe is only a suggestion. So thank you, Lisa, for that. And I'm going to follow your lead and just make this my own by using her recipe as the base recipe and then just adding a couple of little changes. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Kim. I am a Weight Watcher leader and receptionist, and I've also been a Weight Watcher member for approximately, well, it's coming up on my 12th year. I have maintained a 50-pound weight loss and I'm still going strong. I'm enjoying doing these recipe videos and I hope that you are also enjoying them too. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. I have my ingredients laid out here. They are all measured out. The recipe that we're using today calls for eggs, fat-free shredded cheddar. I'm using ham instead of the turkey sausage, red onion, cherry tomatoes, mushrooms, bell pepper, pepper, garlic salt, oregano, and red pepper flakes. So let's go ahead and get this in the oven so that we can have breakfast this morning. So what I've done here is the recipe called for 6 eggs, but I went ahead and used 8 eggs instead. And I'm also substituting out ham instead of the turkey sausage. So I think that's going to be my only variation so far on this recipe, so we'll continue on. We've got our eggs cracked. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab a fork. I don't know how many times I try to prep and get everything ready for the videos and I always seem to forget 1 or 2 things. So we have our eggs. I'm just gonna go ahead and give those a quick little stir. And to that, we are going to go ahead and add some pepper. And the seasoning measurements were not on there, so I'm guessing they just want you to season based on how you want yours seasoned. I'm not a huge oregano fan, so I'm just going to throw a tiny bit in there. Got my red pepper flakes, and of course it's a new jar and not opened. Go ahead and get that opened. I don't know how they have to child-proof these seasoning jars. Seem to take me longer to get open than anything. Just go ahead and throw some red pepper flakes in here. Called for some garlic salt. Throw that in there. And then we'll start adding our ingredients. So I went ahead and cut up a half a bell pepper and a quarter of a red onion because the red onion that I had was pretty big. So we're gonna throw that in there. Called for a quarter cup of cherry tomatoes sliced in half and a quarter cup of mushrooms, but I really like mushrooms, so I just went ahead and added a few more of those. So I think maybe a half a cup of mushrooms. Now, so far, everything that we have in here is 0 smart points. So I have 5 ounces of the Oscar Mayer ham in this bowl, and that came out to 3 smart points total, and I just went ahead and chopped that up. And I have a quarter cup of the fat-free cheddar cheese by Kraft, and that was 0 points. And then I have a 1 ounce of the Trader Joe's mozzarella cheese, and that was 1 smart point. So we're gonna go ahead and mix all of that together. Wow, I'm almost thinking we might need to add a couple of more eggs to this. Gonna go ahead and crack 2 more eggs and throw those in. Grab another fork. I don't know, it just looked a little thick. Maybe because I added all the extras in there. Yeah, that's a little better. Okay, so I think this is a 9x13 pan here. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray my pan with some cooking spray. And pour our mixture in. Now, some of you may make these egg bakes all the time, but I can tell you this is the first time that I've ever made it, so I'm kind of excited to see how that's going to turn out. I'm going to put this here, see if I can zoom in for you before I throw this in the oven, so you can get a good look at the mixture there. Okay, so I'm going to throw this in the oven. The recipe says to cook this in the oven for about 35 minutes or until the eggs are cooked through, so stay tuned. Our breakfast casserole has baked in the oven for 35 minutes. I took it out of the oven about 10 minutes ago to let it cool down so that I can cut it and take it out of the pan. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Now I think I'm going to cut this in 8 pieces because I think that the 6 just might be a little too big. But it looks delicious and my house smells amazing. Go ahead and pull that out. I think I need to invest in some hot plates because apparently I don't have any and I didn't want to put that hot dish on my counter. So there you go. Give you a little closer look of that. Done all the way through, and again it smells delicious. So I will grab a fork and I'll give this a little taste test. I don't normally do that, but I guess that would be important when we try new recipes, wouldn't it? That is amazing. It tastes just like a Western omelet without all the extra points. So thanks for watching today's video, and I hope that you give this a try. Again, if you like my videos, go to my YouTube channel. I'm not sure if you click my links, if you're accessing it from one of our groups, if it runs back to my YouTube channel, but go ahead and subscribe and stay tuned. I've got some fun videos planned for the future. Have a great day. Bye.